I'm starting the 75 soft challenge and I am taking you along with me for my first week. My name is Denais. I am a therapist based in Dallas, Texas, and a content creator here on YouTube. I did modify the rules to fit my life. Here are the rules that I created for myself. First rule is to maintain a nutrition plan. For me, it is focusing on getting more protein in and being in a caloric deficit. The next one is movement every day. The original 75 soft challenge requires for you to do 45 minutes of workouts every day and 1 active recovery. But for me, what's most important is movement every day. That means walks, yoga, stretching, actual strength training, Pilates class. I'm going to do a little bit of everything and taking you along, but I have to do something every single day. The next thing is getting 7,000 steps. I think that's a challenge for me because I do work from home, and often if I'm even in the office, I have to just be sitting down with clients. So it's not like I'm having a lot of walks. I have to be very intentional about getting steps in. So for me, I want to challenge myself to get 7,000 steps for the next 75 days. The next one is screen time. I can definitely find myself scrolling often, and I really want to make sure that I keep my screen time to a minimum and only use my phone when it's necessary. So I want to lower my screen time to 5 hours average. And so screen time 5 hours every single day. And the next one is drinking 3 liters of water. I will be using a 40-ounce water bottle. You could use any kind of water bottle to keep track. And then reading every day. So in the original 75, it says read 10 pages, fiction or personal development. I don't really want to put a specific number. I just want to read every day. And then drinking socially only, so making sure that I'm only drinking either if we're having a date night or seeing friends, and then journaling every single day. So those are all the rules. Now I am prepping. Today is Sunday, September 8th, and I did make a list of all the things that I'm gonna prep to prepare myself for success. So the very first thing that I already did is set up my habit tracker. So I am using a habit tracker that I got from Amazon, and it is from a creator. Her name is Shelby Sacco, and she often talks about habits. And so I am using her habit tracker. So since we're starting like a week after the beginning of the month, I did kind of like a little prep week where I was testing out, kind of figuring out what my challenges were, where I could find myself maybe not sticking to the challenge. It was good to just kind of have like a trial week, if you would say. So this is great because the 2 things that I was going to struggle with were the steps and the screen time. And so it's good to now know like in what way I can make sure that I don't go over my screen time and make sure to get those 7K steps. So that's the little habit tracker. I do put a little check mark like for that I did drink, but it was socially. So I just kind of wanted to see how I would use it. But yeah, so that was prep week. Now I'm going to start completely. So I just filled this out, and I'll link everything below that I use. I also just went to go get groceries. So those are the 2 things that I've already done to kind of get myself set up. One of the things that I do like to do to get myself set up for success is I do a meal plan. I do not meal prep like for the whole week. If anything, I meal prep for like 2 days in a row. So like I meal prep for the next 2 dinners and the next 2 lunches. I don't like eating leftovers often, so I think that really helps me. But I do have a meal planner, so let me show you. I created on Canva, and I don't fill out like my breakfast or my snacks just because I know that that really just changes often. I just make sure that it is sticking to my calorie deficit. But these are all of the meals, and I just make sure that I pick meals. Like for lunch, stuff is usually like a lower cal, and then for dinner, like a higher calorie meal. Sometimes I'll switch it over. It just depends. I'm not really rigid on all that. You know, sometimes like I don't snack and I'll have like a bigger dinner. It's fine as long as I'm making sure that every meal has vegetables, protein, a carb, and some fiber. It's going to be fine. But yeah, so I don't really overcomplicate my meals. This is just what works for me and what's been helping me with my nutritional plan. So that is that. But I do encourage you to plan your meals. It's going to be so important. Okay, so I planned the week. This is like my weekly overview of all the tasks that I have to do this week. And then this is just kind of like an overview of the week. This is like appointments or if I want to plan workouts and stuff. And then this is Monday's plan, right? So these are my top priorities to do. And then this is like my schedule. So I want to do a full body workout, try to get most of my 75 soft stuff at the beginning of the day. And then, of course, I have just working from home day. So it is just virtual clients and I have this huge gap. So that could be, I could take an extra walk or I could read or I could have more stuff to do. I could add here, I could rest. It really doesn't matter. I just have that little bit of time to work on case notes or work on some of these tasks as well. So that's my plan. It is day one of the 75 soft challenge. Right now it is 6:19. It is 6:19 right now. Let's see. It is 6:19 right now. And I'm just about to get started on my daily movement. I use the Trainable app like I mentioned. And today we're gonna do a full body workout. So we have it all programmed. I got everything already set up. So we're gonna do that. I did take a couple of videos for like a before and after, which I'll be doing a video on all of that, like results and stuff. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. But yeah, let's get started on just daily movement. I am done with the full body workout. Oh my God, that was the first time doing all of those things, like that workout. I've done some of the exercises, but every 4 weeks my coach changes the exercise so we could like progressive overload, so we could either change the number of reps or change the weight. But yeah, I'm so tired. And I still have to do a 30-minute walk because I know that I won't be getting a lot of steps in today since I'm working from home all day and I have virtual clients all day. So we're gonna refill my water bottle and then I'm gonna set up my under desk treadmill over there and we're gonna probably just watch a YouTube video or something while we walk to get those 30 minutes in. I usually do a podcast, but I don't know, I'm not feeling a podcast today. Who knows? I might do a podcast or... Okay, so we're gonna start our walk and we're gonna watch some YouTube. We are done with our 30-minute walk and it is 7:38. It is 8:05. I just finished getting ready for the day. I made myself some coffee. Let's do a quick step check. So right now I have 3,866 steps. And remember, we need 7,000 by the end of the day. So it's a good start. I am gonna heat up a protein burrito. I'm gonna eat half of it right now and then half of it for lunch. I do need some protein in just because I worked out this morning. So I'm gonna cut this in half. So good. It's ground meat, egg, potatoes, just so good. My coffee, I like to drink my coffee right after I eat. It just settles better for me. But what I've been doing is I just went on Instagram, because I do have a broadcast channel, and I'll put it right here so that my Instagram handle, if you want to follow me, and you could join the broadcast channel where I'm just doing like a bunch of voice messages and stuff just to motivate people for the first day. We have 70 members right now, which is so cool. And as I said, the challenge is going to be from September 9 to November 23rd, so right before that Thanksgiving break, right before the Thanksgiving holidays. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna see my first client of the day. It's gonna be 12, it's 11:57 right now. I have a total of 4,790 steps, and I'm in my second bottle. So I just need another bottle, and then I'll be done with the 3 liters of water that I have to drink. I drink a whole one of these, like just the morning alone after my workout. So I'm gonna start work, and I have a break after this, so I'm probably gonna have lunch and read a little bit. I just finished the other half of my lunch because I cooked lunch for breakfast, but I am gonna have this, which is so good. I really like this brand. For some reason, I don't like it when it's in this container, so I'm done with my last session of the day, and I'm done with my last stand. I think I just have a little bit of a sip. I have 7,420 steps, which is great. 3 hours and 49 minutes. So technically I have a 1 hour more of screen time, but we don't need it. We don't need it. There's really nothing that I need to use my phone for. So I'm gonna leave it here on the desk. This was just prep week, and this was day 1, 75 soft. So we already did daily movement this morning. We journaled. Like like I will pre-plan meals. Like I already have meals pre-planned. And that just helps me stay on track. I am back from the office for my lunch break. I've already had 1.5. Yeah, I've already had 1.5 of these, so I just need 1.5 more for the day, and it's 11:47. So I have an hour break before I have to head back for my last session, and then I'll be back. And yeah, but I am gonna just have for lunch what I had for breakfast. I just like the other half. Currently have 5,467 steps, so we are more than halfway there with the step goal. I haven't read or anything, so that's probably something that I'm gonna do when I come back from work. I'll be back around, yeah, I'll be back around 3-ish, so I'll reserve to do my reading then. But yeah, let's refill this and get some lunch. I am back home from the office. I'm done for the day. It is 2:17, and I'm actually gonna get started on meal prepping our lunches for the next 2 days. I think I said this at the beginning of this video that we basically cook 2 lunches, 2 dinners. Like, we're always ahead by like a day. So we already made dinner for tonight. It's like the burgers that we ate last night with zucchini fries, but today I'm gonna make salmon, asparagus, and rice for lunch. And then if I do have time, I will do also the dinner for tomorrow night. But if not, I have time to cook dinner tomorrow night. I just want to make sure that I have my lunches. So, and something that I like to do whenever I'm cooking is to put on like some jazz music on the background, just to kind of get me in the mood of cooking and like transition from a work day. Because it's sometimes hard to just like transition, get your mind on something else. So this is my favorite like quick rice whenever I just want something easy, which lunches I try to make them as easy as possible. 5:34. I am about to head to my Pilates class. I did refill my water bottle and I am having a protein bar. Let me show you the protein bar that I love. This brand for protein bars. So I'm gonna have something because whenever I have a class and it's an hour class, I want to have a little bit more fuel. So I'm back from my class and my walk. I left here at 5:40 and it is 9:07 now. And I did reward myself with some coffee, some iced coffee, and I picked up something from Taco Deli. It's egg, whole wheat flour, and grilled chicken. So I really needed some protein. I did have a protein bar this morning, but that wasn't enough. Like now I'm starving, and I think it's because I've just been moving. So I'm gonna eat this, take a shower, and just relax because today is my day off. And I'm so proud of myself for just like hitting everything as much as I can in the morning. Now I just have things like journaling, reading, things like that are so much easy to like do throughout my day. But I'm so proud of myself to just like killing it this morning. I am gonna finish reading this book. I think I have like an hour left. It says I have about an hour left to finish this book. Honestly, I'm not really enjoying it. Like everything is towards the end. Like I felt like a little lost in the beginning. There was like a good twist, but meh. I finished reading the book, which to be honest, it's a 2-star read for me. But I ended up eating my lunch, which was just what I prepared yesterday, which is salmon, asparagus, and rice. And I'm on my second water bottle for the day. It's so hard to get like water in. So I'll have a third one that I'll need later tonight. But it is 2:26 and we almost have all our steps. I think I'm at 6,200 steps. So I'm pretty sure that by bedtime I'll get all my steps in. was really craving a hash brown this morning, so this is my breakfast for this morning. It is way later in the day. It is 12:47 p.m. I totally forgot to film my lunch, but it was the same lunch as yesterday, which is just like salmon, asparagus, and rice. And so now I'm in the office, my therapy office. I see clients from 1 to 3, and then I have an hour break in between so I can write case notes. And I brought my Kindle, that way I can start reading my book. I'm already in like the 3rd or 4th chapter. I started reading it last night because I finished the other book, which I gave it 2 stars. I didn't really like it. I think if you haven't read thrillers before, then Rock, Paper, Scissors would be a good thriller for you. But because I read thrillers, it just didn't give it to me. It just wasn't as good as I would have liked it to be. And then I'll probably read it in the break time. And then I have clients from 4 to 7, so my day will end at 7. As far as steps, I have 5,053 steps. So I just need an additional 2,000, which I think will be fine. I'll have plenty of time to get steps. Plus my office is like in the other side of the lobby, so like I do have to walk to the lobby to grab my clients. So even then, like, I get steps there. But if I feel like going for a walk during my break time, then I'll do that as well instead of read outside for a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm gonna see how I feel, but yeah, I'm gonna start prepping for my next session. And yeah, it's gonna be a long day. Well, it's already been a long day. Like, I woke up 6 a.m. to get my walk and my yoga, breakfast, and I then worked a little bit on the computer editing, and then I just got ready for this. So good morning. I'm making myself the same breakfast. These are my favorite turkey sausages. This is the brand that I like. I love the hash browns from Trader Joe's. It is 3 o'clock and I've just been so tired that I have no motivation to move my body. I just had a lot of work this morning, just like editing, and I recorded a podcast, and then I just relaxed, like ate my lunch and allowed my lunch to digest. And now it's 3 and I just feel like I don't want to work out, but I'm gonna try my best to get it done. As far as steps, I honestly think that I'm only at 2,000 steps and it's already 3. So I need to figure out how I'm gonna get some more of these more steps in. So I'm gonna change, just get it going. in. You just saw me, I did my walk this morning, and I'm already at almost, yeah, I'm at 6,998 steps, almost at 7,000 steps. I think the biggest challenge for me was filming everything while trying to be mindful of doing everything that I'm doing. So I'm really excited, like, you know, proceeding with the challenge and just not recording, because I just feel like it's just more mindful and I'm able to step away from the camera. But overall, like, this experience has been really good. It's been really great, just kind of like focusing on, it doesn't mean like eating completely 100% like what people consider healthy. I make sure that I incorporate things that I like, because that's what's going to keep me from maintaining a sustainable weight loss and also a sustainable way of eating. But I try to kind of balance things out with having whole foods, having veggies and things like that. But there are some days where we go out to go get coffee and things like that. So if you have a black and white mentality, I think that's usually the biggest indicator of inflexibility. And when you're inflexible, that is when your mental health struggles, and so you're not going to be able to be challenged, because you're always going to be thinking of black and white, and you're never going to be able to have sustainable habits for yourself. So I hope that this kind of helps encourages you to not be so black and white when it comes to thinking about what health means to you, and incorporating things that work for you based on where you're at in your health journey, your fitness journey. For me, like, that is 7,000 steps. For me, that's like the next step for challenging myself. For me, it's making sure that my screen time is less than 5 hours on my phone, because that makes sense for me. I think that was the biggest, like, for me, like, having my screen time be less than 5 hours a day has been so beneficial, because I'm able to watch a show and not feel like I'm on my phone doom scrolling while also watching a TV show. I've been so present. I've been enjoying watching movies, watching like the shows that I typically would just put in the background and not really like watch, or watching new shows. Like, things like that have been so helpful, or like listening to a podcast, or engaging in self-care activities, or choosing to read instead of scrolling on my phone. Again, I still use my phone because I have to use it for work. And sometimes I do want to get new recipes, new just like encouragement, inspiration. So I think that if you are doing this challenge 75 soft, adding the screen time, whatever your screen time is, before I was averaging about 7 hours a day. And so I chose to do 5 hours so I could see, you know, so I could kind of go challenge myself to the next thing, right? Getting 2 hours back of my time that might be usually spent on social media. Maintaining a nutrition plan, again, that worked for me, was the best. Like, just being able to plan beforehand, even plan like the things that people would call cheat meals. I don't like calling them cheat meals, because you shouldn't be cheating on your lifestyle. Like, you should be I don't want to say you should, but incorporating things that make you feel good is going to make this last longer than the 75 days, right? It becomes your lifestyle. So for me, it was important to keep that balance, while again incorporating healthier alternatives for myself. So that's important as well. Like, reading has been so much fun. So yeah, I just had a really incredible week in challenging myself to get movement in different ways, like doing stretching, doing walking, going to Pilates, doing my strength training. So try to incorporate a lot of different ways of movement. Find the ones that are fun for you. I think movement should be fun. It has to be fun in order for it to be like enjoyable and for you to maintain it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you get inspiration. I really hope that you are kind, because one thing that I've seen on these like 75 soft videos is sometimes people being unkind with the creator on their choices, because people want to see people do black and white, meaning they want them to be, if you're going to be healthy, you better be like healthy. And again, healthy is so subjective, like what health means to them, right? Meaning maybe it could be like never having coffee, or never having a treat, or never going out to eat, or never having like, you know, bread or whatever. Like, I think some people are just so skewed sometimes with their mindset, and that creates like mental challenges. This is a mental game. Like, at the end of the day, this challenge, like, yes, there's physical, there's all these other things that you do, but it's mental, because waking up in the morning every day to choose to walk is a mental thing, right? You're choosing to do this despite whether you have motivation or not. And we forget that we get motivation through action. We don't just innately have motivation. So I hope this is helpful, and if you love videos like this, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button, and I will see you in my next video.